Alright, there is currently a car sale and a discount on upgrades for this beauty going on. Of course, we're talking about Koenigsegg Agera that you see here. So 30% off the car and 30% off all upgrades, or as they call it, up to 30%, because numbers don't always, divide clean, as we get fractions, and they just round it up generally. So that's why they say up to 30%. Anyway, so there's still 3 more days left on it. So let's check into it and see what we can find out. So currently, actually, you know what? Let's look into in the garage. This is a racing dollar car, by the way. So if you don't own it, and if the car is still locked, most likely you'll get the get it now offer for gold. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's never worth it. Just work your way through the game and unlock it first. It's racing dollar car. I know it does cost like upwards of 2.2 million or something like that, but by the time you get to that point in the game, I think you will probably have excess amount of racing dollars anyway, so that's not a big deal. And because this car's been in the game forever, it does have sort of an old upgrade tree format. So out of 24 upgrades available, I got 17 on this car to bring the PR up to 81.1. And why did I stop at 17? Because that's all the racing dollar upgrades available on this car. So if you are starting from 0 upgrade to get it up to this point, it will cost you, under normal circumstances, something like 2.4 million racing dollars. So that's more than, yes, the cost of the car, but that's pretty typical. So you take 30% off. I guess that shaves off some 800,000 racing dollars from the total. So it will cost you 1.6 million, somewhere around there. And the car itself is featured in 2 series, by the way, in Legend section of Road collections. So the very first big box series, Supercar Elites Agera, Koenigsegg Agera, is the top dog in that series. And then the bonus series that is right underneath, Speed Demons, where it is not the top dog, but rather it is one of the lower ranked cars, as you can see in the list, although they're not always in the list of strength. But yeah, the Supercar Elites, you can complete this series without or with the racing dollar upgrades alone on this car. So if your goal is just to get through this series and you're still trying to save up on the gold account, then even with a 30% off, I'm not sure if it's the best use of your gold. As you can see, 78 is the max PR required in this series, and with the racing dollar upgrades only, you can get it up to 81.1. The other guys featured here, CCXR, fully maxed, 79.6, so you can do that with that. Same with Huayra Pagani, 78.8, and no, not with the Porsche 918 Spider concept. In other series that this car's featured in, it is a strong contender, but in this series, this is the definite underdog. So anyway, that is the story with Supercar Elites, the main big box career series. And the bonus series, this car's featured in Speed Demons. Now, this one, in order to 100% complete, you would need to bring the PR up to 84. So, let's see. CCXR, it's not going to get you there. When you fully upgrade Agera, it will get you there because it does go up to 84.4. And the max PR to complete this one is 84. And the Zonda R is exactly at 84, so maxing out Zonda R can accomplish the same. And the 911 RSR, all 911 RSRs in the game are always fun to race because they are so well balanced, perfect balance of grip and speed. And then of course the top dog in this series is Agera R. Mine is fully upgraded with a PR 89.3. So basically the point I'm trying to make is there are other options other than using Agera. So the upgrading this, taking advantage of this upgrade offer may not necessarily for everybody is what I'm trying to say, because it will still cost you quite a few gold. So, well, in fact, let's go in and find out. So the starting out, so all the upgrades that's left on this car are gold. So starting out with the engine, we got 77 for the second to last upgrade, and the last one, it's not the racing dollar. Both two final upgrades on this car are gonna be gold. So starting out with the 77 gold for the tier, what is that, 4? Yeah, tier 4 upgrade, upgraded intercooler. And then the final engine rebore is gonna be 116. So yeah, as I was saying, not cheap. And then drivetrain is another 70 gold. And body, yes, all the other categories, the last upgrade is the only gold upgrade, which is the way it used to be back in the day. I mean, it still is with older cars. But yeah, the old legacy car upgrade tree, right? So 56 for the last body upgrade here. And just 3 more categories. So 42 for the last suspension upgrade. And then brakes, 32. So you do save, like, I want to say a couple of hundred gold. But still, I mean, 39 for the final engine, tires and wheels upgrade, which, you know, fully upgrades. So a total of that with 30% off is 432 gold, as opposed to 616 if you're to buy it without the discount. So you do get a couple of hundred, you know, almost discounted. So not a bad deal if you can afford it, but should you afford it? That's another question altogether, right? And of course, once fully upgraded, you do have some perks like twice as many service bars, so you can race for a longer time before needing to put it in for service. Yes, and then the all customization is unlocked for free, which is something that I like very much when I get around to customizing. And then of course no longer uses drive when doing time trials, which comes in very handy when you're doing, let's say, weekly time trial competition. So there you go. PR 84.4 is what you get when it's fully maxed out. And as I say, featured in 2 series in Road Collection, in Legend, the final part of it, excluding the exclusive series. Maybe they'll feature this car in the exclusive series in the next version, who knows. So if that is the case, there will be, of course, more opportunity to pick up a few more gold along the way, but definitely not going to be, you know, you're never going to pick up 400 gold from a single series. They just don't do that. So anyway, let's see. Supercar Elites. How much gold does that pay out in that series? Let's find out. The total gold payout in Supercar Elites, I think once you complete it, they don't tell you. Alright, so let me look up my archives here. And the 69 gold total from Supercar Elites. And then how much is there in Speed Demons? Let's look that up. And there is some 74 gold to be won from 100% completing this one. So yeah, but of course 100% completion assumes that you own all the other cards as well, so still you're not gonna come out net positive in gold. So that's why I said, you know, it's a good deal if you can afford it, but you know, So depending on where you are in the game, this may not be the time to upgrade this car if you are fairly early in the game, because 400 gold is not easy to collect. So anyway, so that is a quick overview, or the, yeah, I guess on the discount offer on this car, Koenigsegg Agera. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in another video. So stay tuned for more contents like this. All right, take care.